So hello guys, I'm back again with another video. In today's video, I am going to discuss about how you can deploy your data models on the web to make it available for others. For this purpose, I am going to use streamlit library that is freely available and you can install using the pip install command. And for the demo, I am going to use the data model that I have built in my last video. If you haven't watched that video yet, you can follow the link given in the description below, and I'm going to show you step by step guide to deploy your model on web. So for that, I'm going to use VS Code IDE. You can use any of the IDE of your interest, like Spider Monkey. Or for this, I have created an empty folder. I will first of all, I'm going to download this code. I will provide the link for this code in the description below, so you can download it from there. And I'm going to download it with Py extension. Keep. So first of all, I need to import this in my empty folder, show you, and the data set that I'm going to use. Data. Okay. So I have copied my both data set and the source code of my previous video, and I will show you step by step how to deploy it. First of all, you need to open your command prompt. You can type cmd and you can simply run command pip install streamlit. Let me zoom in so you can see it clearly. Pip install streamlit. Make sure you have Python installed in your PC. So after running this, this will install all the requirements, and make sure you also have installed pandas, numpy, and matplotlib in your system using the same command of pip install. I am not going to install it again because I have already installed it in my system. So let me open the code editor. So yeah, here you are. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to import our library streamlit sts alias, and I'm going to divide all my code in three different sections. First is going to be the main function, and define a function main where we will keep our initial code that is going to execute right after the loading of our web app. And next we are going to make a display function, and that will execute just after the press of a button by the user. Okay, so in the main block I am going to wrap up my initial code, that is this. Okay, yeah. Some indentation. Yeah, and in the display you don't need this line. Display function, we need all this process to happen. And finally, the last we will write. Yeah. So this will tell our app that the entry point of our app is the main function, and we will call this display function from our main block. So let me start editing from now. So okay. So first of all, we will need a st.title function, and for this printing data frame, I will write dot data frame, and also we'll wrap this up in dot write. Let's say. Just in a minute, I will show you how this is going to look. Sp dot subheader. The subheader function will set a subheading for a web app. Okay, yeah. And one more important thing, we are going to change this path as we have this CSV file here. Let me copy its path, its relative path. Okay, so yeah. Also here, rather than printing countries, we will write st.write above it, st.subheader list of label countries. Okay. So let me first show you how it is going to look like. So for running this app, you can open the terminal. And to run this app in our terminal, we will write streamlit run followed by the name of our file and the extension py. Okay. So it will open streamlit app in your browser. So there is a URL, control enter. Yeah. So you can see that we have created this nice looking UI without any hard code coding. Now, so now here we will create a input text field. Let me show you how. Let me define a variable first. Let's say input country. Okay. The function is st dot, yes, text input, and the text you want to enter the country name. Okay. With this input country name, we will call this function on the click of a button. To create a button, we will write simply I'm creating a button if st dot button, and from here we will call our function display. In our display, we will pass the two parameters, that is our data frame that we are going to use. And secondly, we are going to pass the country name. So let me show you df1. And let me call these two values as it is. Yeah. So it will do all the processing here. Let me enter this input country like this. And for this, showing the temporary data frame, for showing our temporary data frame, let me write st.write and also define a subheading. Subheader. Yeah, formatting. Dot, like this. And finally, we are going to use one function that is t.py plot and our figure. That is fig. Yeah, and let me show you how it is looking. Set it to always rerun. Yeah, so you can see that we have our app working fine. So here I can enter the name of the country. Let's say I want to see the data of India. So I can pass the name, enter, apply. So yeah, oh, okay, let me see it. Yeah, so we don't need to print this grouped data. Yeah, let me rerun this. So it will return us the data, and here is the bar graph. You can also use this same technique with the plotly library if you use for the visualization and for the different graphs like horizontal bar graph and pie chart. And you can deploy our complex data set and data models like this and make it available for others. With the some click, you can also deploy it from here. So yes. So that's all from our today's session. If you like this video and you find this video helpful, then please like and subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for similar videos.